What Kevin Hart did in Las Vegas, that was a bad move on his part. That was a mistake on his part. But what happened is that Kevin got together a team of very powerful and well-known attorneys, together with his whatever agents, managers, what have you, and they basically concocted a story to make Kevin look like the victim in the case. Then they got together, they presented this case to the DA. The DA and the investigator in the case, wow, they got a taste of celebrity here. One of the biggest stars in the world, Kevin Hart. And they went and ran with it. And they continue to persist on charges against Mr. Jackson when the evidence just doesn't bear out. They have gone so far as to literally make up a charge against him. And when you talk about what's going on in the world right now, when you have rapists and murderers and drug dealers and street robberies going on, here you have this man who served our country, who has absolutely no criminal record, and you have law enforcement and the criminal justice system doing everything they can to pin charges on this man.
All right, so JT Jackson, who's on Kevin Hart's former friend, he's also an actor, he's a comedian. So he's suing Kevin Hart for $12 million for breach of contract about the incident that happened back in 2017 in Las Vegas. So that was Kevin Hart's sex tape was public. So in addition to the $12 million, let me read it. In addition to the $12 million, Jackson is seeking punitive damages to be determined at trial, legal costs and fees, and injunctions requiring the defendants to exonerate him, as well as the removal of all the false statement about him in Don't F This Up. I believe Don't F This Up that's Kevin Hart's Netflix special, if I'm not mistaken. So let me save you some time, man. So what happened, man? September 2017, Kevin Hart and his crew, they went to Las Vegas, and one of the crew members, or one of the members of the crew, was JT Jackson. He was Kevin Hart's friend. So Kevin Hart's wife was pregnant, 8 months pregnant, I believe. Kevin Hart was getting that punani no more, so he decided to bust a nut. You know, sometimes you just want to bust a nut and keep it moving, right? So they hire a girl by the name of Montia Sabag. I believe she's maybe an escort. I don't know much about her like that. So she got hired. They went in the room. They did what they did, but there was a hidden camera in the room. So after the incident happened, things went viral. You know, Kevin Hart issued an apology online. You know, an apology to his wife's family, loved ones, I'll say. So let me go ahead, play the apology, and then I'll be back, right? So
I'm at a place in my life where I feel like I have a target on my back, and because of that, I should make smart decisions. And recently, I didn't. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I am or claim to be in any way, shape, or form. And I made a bad error in judgment and put myself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did. And in doing that, I know that I'm going to hurt the people closest to me, who I've talked to and apologized to, being my wife and my kids. And I just, you know, it's a shitty moment. It's a shitty moment when you know you're wrong, and there's no excuses for your wrong behavior. At the end of the day, man, I just simply got to do better. But I'm not going to also allow a person to have financial gain off of my mistakes. And in this particular situation, that's what was attempted. I said I'd rather fess up to my mistakes.
All right, I'm pretty sure some of you guys already seen this video before. So after Kevin Hart issued that apology video, someone left a comment under the video. So this is what the comment said, and this was sparkled almost everything, right? So the guy, the IG's name was Mr. Jood. So Mr. Jood said, "Give me $5 million or I am releasing the video. No need to make this go public. You had your chance." So Kevin Hart saw this. You know, as the lawyer said at the beginning of this video, Kevin Hart hired a team of lawyers. You know, he has money. He hired powerful people and filed a complaint or a lawsuit against JT Jackson, because Kevin Hart thought, okay, if anybody, that has to be JT, because he was the one, we kind of like did this thing together, so I'm pretty sure he's the one, he wants money from me. So at this point, I kind of understand Kevin Hart a little bit, because, you know, at this point, he had like a trust issue. It was like, okay, man, my boy was in the room, although maybe we plotted this together, but then someone is asking for $5 million. If anything, the only person who has the video has to be my boy. Nobody else has this video. Who this guy? Mr. Jood. I don't even know this guy. I don't think he has the video. So it must be my friend. Kevin was like, you know what? I'm not just gonna go sue him. So Kevin Hart sued. He sued JT Jackson here, right? As you can see, he didn't even put his name. Is the people of the state of California. Plaintiff and defendant Jonathan Todd Jackson, aka Action Jackson. So Jonathan, I did my diggings, because Jonathan's TJ Jackson IG account is under the name of TJ Action Jackson. So I'm very unsure who's this guy, Mr. Jood. I believe maybe just one, you know, people just, you know, put two and two together. It's like, hey man, I want to just, you know, make some money off this, man. Let me just post this comment, whatever. The account is not even verified, none of that. All right. So after that happened, after the comment was left, so what happened to Jackson, TJ? Jackson was initially charged in May 2018 with one count each of attempted extortion and extortion by threatening letter. I believe the letter is saying that's the IG post. All right. So Jackson was arrested and charged with extortion in May 2018. Prosecutors subsequently amended the criminal complaint to charge Jackson with one count of extortion by threatening letter. A count subsequently dismissed the prosecution's request in November 2019, along with 2 counts of identity theft and 1 count of attempted concealing, selling, or withholding of stolen property exceeding $950 in value. So he got arrested, and the case was dismissed. After he got arrested, a few months later, the case got dismissed. Kevin Hart made a video about, you know, TJ Jackson case being dismissed. This is what he said, right?
What up, world? Happy Tuesday. Coming at you hot on a beautiful Tuesday morning. Look, it's no secret that my life has had its share of ups and downs. It definitely has. Not proud of the downs at all, but of course that's life. Things happen. It's our job to adjust when they do. One of those things that I had to adjust from was a situation that involved a friend, Jonathan JT Jackson, where he was charged in the case. And JT Jackson has recently been found not guilty, and those charges have been dropped against him. And I can finally speak on what I once couldn't. I couldn't do it because of the legal process. You know, they kind of put a fork in the road between he and I, and that relationship was lost. But I'm glad that now not only can I finally speak on it, but I can say I'm happy that that chapter in my life is over. I'm happy that we're able to put a period on that sentence, and I'm excited to get back to life as we once knew it. I want to get back to life as I once knew it and put that behind me and move on. This message is about moving on. It's over. It's over, and I'm happy that it's over. Live, love, and laugh. It's that simple. Now.
Alright, so Kevin released the video. The charges were dropped because there was not enough evidence for the extortion, and TJ was free. But the issue is, even though he was free, you know, like I said at the beginning, TJ is an actor, he's a comedian. Even though those charges were dropped, but he could not get a job. Yeah, I know how Hollywood works, man. I mean, I would say Hollywood. So he could not get a job because every time we're trying to get a job, people would be like, hey man, it's not about you, man. You know, I'm cool with Kevin. So that kind of makes me think like, all right, so if Kevin thought everything was cool, the charges were dropped, why still, you know, he's still being a little bit about TJ Jackson though? So to me, what I'm thinking right now is like, oh, maybe Kevin still doesn't trust TJ Jackson. He's still thinking like, okay, TJ maybe planned about the extortion money, or he worked with the girl to get money from him. But another question I'm asking myself is like, okay, those cameras in the room, Kevin Hart knew that those cameras were the camera was in the room. So I think Kevin Kevin Hart did it for his protection also, because you never know. Those girls, they might say, oh, you assaulted me, blah, blah, blah. So Kevin Hart just wanted to have evidence. Okay, we did everything, everything was casual. It was no free cuffs, no weird Diddy shit, everything was cool. So I believe that's why he had those camera. A camera, I don't know if there was multiple cameras, but I would say that's why he had the camera in the room. And I believe TJ also knew about it, because that's your boy. Okay, your boy is supposed to know about you, some of the things your boy is supposed to know just to protect you, just in case something happened. So to Kevin Hart, is that okay? He's the only guy who was close to this situation, who knew about everything. So I still believe he did it. So that's why Kevin Hart was like, you know what, man, this guy's not getting no more shot in Hollywood, man. I just gonna close all doors for him. That's what I'm just thinking out loud. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So going back to the girl who was involved in the sex tape, right? So her name is Sabag, Montia Sabag. So Sabag filed a 60 million. Let me just read it. It's 60 million. Whoa, man, that's a lot of money, man. All right, so 60 million lawsuit filed against Hart by Sabag. Also, the lawsuit was filed against Kevin Hart and TJ Jackson, because Sabag thought like, okay, they plan, they tried to, violate my privacy. Kevin Hart and his friend did it. So let me just read it real quick. Lawsuit filed against Hart by Sabag in federal court in connection with the sex tape was also dismissed according to the court document. So she filed in total 2 lawsuits, right? The first one was filed around 2019, I believe. So the first one was dismissed because they said that the lawsuit was brought to the wrong venue. I don't know much about the law enforcement, the things of the nature, whatever. So the jury thinks how that works. So the first lawsuit was dismissed because of because it was brought to the wrong venue, and she filed the second one. The second lawsuit was filed, also was dismissed because of statute of limitation. So she cannot file any more lawsuit. That case is closed, done, and dead. All right. So the lawsuit that was filed by Sabag. So let me just read it. In original complaint, Sabag, who appeared in a sex tape that sparked the 2017 extortion case, accused Hart of charges including invasion of privacy, infliction of emotional distress, and negligence in the suit. So she was not able to file that case anymore. That case was dismissed. Like I say, both cases were dismissed. So at this point, Kevin Hart is facing about 12 million lawsuit by TJ Jackson. So the thing about Jackson just want Kevin Hart to clear his name, because the video that I showed you that Kevin Hart was talking about, Jackson was found all charges were dropped. He was found not guilty. So Jackson wanted Kevin Hart to clear his name, to say, hey, Jackson was not involved in the extortion. Jackson was not a part of the sex tape. So he wanted his name to be cleared, but it seems that Kevin Hart did not do it, and Jackson never received any money from Kevin Hart, because they had a deal. The deal was, hey, you have to go out there, clear my name so I can get gigs, I can get jobs, because I'm not able to work, I'm not able to make money anymore after the situation. But Kevin Hart, I believe he knew what he was doing after, when he was doing the video. He made that video, I'm saying. So he did not clear his name. Although he said that, TJ Jackson was found not guilty, I'm happy, things of that nature, but he did not clear his name. You gotta understand the way Hollywood works, man. Also, clear his name is not only in the video saying, yeah, Jackson was free, he didn't do that, he wasn't part of it. No, you have to go to those big dogs and tell them, hey, my boy is good, he's good to go. Yeah, I can get him a job again. He can get jobs again. Like, he did not do it. So that's the issue with TJ Jackson. That's why he's suing Kevin Hart. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. That was me just breaking down about this lawsuit against Kevin Hart. I'll get you back next time. All right, peace out, family. I'm out.
Biggest the what?